హలో 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 అయ్ బాబు ఎవరు మణిదీపా మణిదీప్ మణిదీప్ ఎవరు 352 ఎవరు హలో 352 352 మణిదీప్ హలో 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 బాబు హలో మణిదీప్ మణిదీప్ హలో 18352 హలో బాబు హలో రెస్పాండ్ ఎవరైనా మాట్లాడండి ఒకసారి హలో Okay. Hello. All of you join. Those who are not in CRT classes, please join. Okay. Yesterday, I have given heat transfer coefficient, local heat transfer coefficient, average heat transfer coefficient for vertical plate whenever the vapor condenses on a vertical plate. And also I given film condensation and the horizontal, outside horizontal tubes. Film condensation horizontal tubes. How do you calculate average heat transfer H bar? By using the formula 0.725 into royal minus rho v into k cube g into h of g divided by mu l into d t saturated ts whole to the power 1 by 4. Here h bar average heat transfer coefficient, film condensation horizontal tubes, vertical plate already given yesterday. This is also given horizontal tubes. The equations are given whenever the vapor condenses on the outside surface of the horizontal tubes. Average heat transfer h bar is equal to 0.725 into rho L minus rho V into K cube into G, H of G divided by mu L into D into T saturation minus T surface whole to the power 1 by 4. And film condensation on inside the horizontal tubes. So same formula, only difference is the constant. This constant value varies. H bar is equal to 0.555 into within the square bracket rho L into rho L minus rho V into K cube into G into HFG divided by mu L into D into T saturation minus T surface whole to the power 1 by 4. So whenever inside their vapors are flowing inside a tube, the vapors are condenses into liquid. How to calculate film if there is a film condensation inside the horizontal tubes, the average heat transfer H bar is equal to this formula 0.55 into what is this royal density of the liquid that is condensed, rho v density of the vapor, k thermal conductivity of the liquid, g accident due to gravity, h of g. So h of g latent heat of condensation or enthalpy of condensation, and by mu L dynamic viscosity of the liquid, d diameter of the inside diameter of the horizontal tube. This is here outside diameter, this is inside diameter of the tube. T saturation temperature, and Ts surface temperature. But where do you at what temperature you are supposed to take the properties? So that is T saturation per Ts divided by 2, average of T saturation Ts. But for latent heat of condensation, you have to take the T saturation, HFG to be evaluated at the saturation temperature, where all other properties to be taken at what temperature? The average of T saturation and T surface. Okay, na? So these are formulas. So for condensation, for vertical plate, whenever the vapor condenses the vertical plate, I given in the yesterday. In the whenever the vapor condenses on the outside surface of the horizontal tube, This is the equation. Whenever the vapor condenses inside the horizontal tube, this is the equation. Okay, na? Now we'll solve some problems on this condensation. All of you read. All of you read the problem. A saturated stream at a temperature 90 degrees centigrade at a pressure of 70.14 kilopascals condenses on the outer surface of the plate, vertical tube or vertical tube, vertical plate or vertical tube. With this vertical tube, length 1.5 meters and outer diameter OD, outer diameter 2.5 meters OD, outer diameter of the vertical tube 2.5 meters. Maintained at uniform temperature. So here, uniform temperature, the surface temperature, this Ts only. So saturation temperature of the steam 90 degrees, surface temperature 70 degrees. Assuming film condensation, calculate the local heat transfer coefficient. Calculate the local heat transfer coefficient at the bottom of the tube. And the average heat transfer coefficient over the entire length of the tube. Properties of water at 80 degrees because here 90 degrees and 70 degrees. What is the average? 90 plus 70 divided by 2. That is 160 divided by 2, that is 80 degrees. So you have to take the properties of this because at 80 degrees that will be water, hot water. You have to take the properties of hot water at 80 degrees. Royal density of the liquid 974 kg per meter cube. And thermal conductivity of the liquid 0.668 watt per meter Kelvin. And dynamic viscosity of the liquid 0.335 in 10 power minus 3 kg per meter second. So that is the problem. What you have to calculate the local heat transfer coefficient at the bottom of the tube, that is Hx at x is equal to L. H bar, average heat transfer coefficient, H bar to be calculated. For vertical tube means vertical plate only, vertical plate condition. So only difference is for vertical plate, the area, here vertical tube, pi dl, outer surface area. Now, HFG at that 90 degrees, saturation temperature 2309 kilojoules per kg. Here, generally density of vapor, rho v is very, very small than that, very, very less than that of the density of liquid, rho L. That's why local heat transfer coefficient for vertical plate. How do you calculate? Formula, that is rho L into rho L minus rho V into K cube into G H of G divided by 4 mu X into T saturation Ts. Earlier formula, basic formula for local heat transfer coefficient are given for vertical plate. That can be applied to vertical cylinder also, vertical tube also. Rho L into rho L minus rho V into K cube into G into H of G divided by 4 into mu into X, T saturation Ts, whole to the power 1 by 4. Here, so you have to calculate local heat transfer coefficient at the bottom of the tube. That is at the total length of the tube. Bottom is total length. What is the total length of the tube? Here, the length of the 1.5 meters. That's why X is equal to L is equal to 1.5 meters. Here, local heat transfer coefficient at X is equal to L. That is H at 1.5 meters. That is equal to, because if you can, here rho v can be neglected because density of vapor here given as rho v is very small when compared to rho L. That's why you can neglect rho v. That's why rho L into rho L square into K cube into G into H of G divided by 4 mu X into T saturation Ts whole to the power 1 by 4. Okay na? What is rho L value? Rho L Yeah, 974 kg per meter cube. So substitute that one, 974. Royal square. Rho is, if rho is 0, the royal into royal square. 975 square into K, thermal conductivity of the liquid at 80 degrees centigrade, 0.668. That's why 0.668 cube, K cube into G, 9.81, HFG, 2309 kilojoules, but you have to convert into joules. 2309 into 1000 divided by 4 into mu value. Here mu 0.335 in 10 power minus 3. 0.335 in 10 power minus 3 into x value 1.5 meters and T saturation 90 degrees centigrade, Ts the surface temperature 70. This is Ts only. This is Ts 70 degrees centigrade, surface temperature. So the vertical tube maintained at uniform temperature of 70 degrees. That is surface temperature of the vertical tube. So surface temperature vertical tube 70. So from this local heat transfer coefficient at x is equal to L is equal to 1.5 meters. Local heat transfer is 3552.9 watt per meter square Kelvin. If you calculate this one, then you are getting the local heat transfer coefficient at x is equal to L is equal to 1.5 meters. So 3552.9 watt per meter square Kelvin. Average heat transfer coefficient, second bit you have to calculate average heat transfer coefficient. Average heat transfer coefficient, H bar, how to calculate? 4/3 of Hx. Or here Hx is equal to HL. That's why average heat transfer coefficient H bar is equal to 4/3 times of Hx, or Hx is equal to HL. That's why in this case 4/3 times of HL. That is 4/3 into HL value 3552.9. 3552.9. So average heat transfer coefficient H bar. So 4/3 into 3552.9. So then you're getting the average heat transfer coefficient 4737.2 watt per meter square Kelvin. Like that, if you know the formula, you can easily calculate your required local heat transfer coefficient as well as average heat transfer coefficient whenever the vapors are condenses on a vertical plate or vertical tube. Whenever vapor, steam vapor or any other vapor condenses into liquid on the surface, outer surface of the vertical plate or vertical tube, by taking the yesterday's formula and given the derived the T formula yesterday, and by using that for vertical plate, by using that formula, you can calculate local heat transfer coefficient as well as average heat transfer coefficient in this condensation of vapors. Okay, na? So that's all for first problem. Now second problem. All of you read this one. So a vertical cooling fin approximating a flat plate, vertical plate only, 40 centimeters in height. Height of the flat vertical plate, 40 centimeters, is exposed to saturated steam at atmospheric pressure. When the steam is at atmospheric pressure, what is the saturation temperature? 100 degrees centigrade. So at 100 degrees centigrade, T saturation 100 degrees centigrade. At 100 degrees centigrade, HFG 2257 kilojoules per kg. Enthalpy of condensation at 100 degrees centigrade for the steam 2257 kilojoules per kg. The fin is maintain a temperature of 90 degrees centigrade, and estimate the following: thickness of the film at the bottom of the fin, boundary thickness delta. I have given the formula yesterday, delta. How do you calculate delta? I given yesterday. Overall heat transfer coefficient, overall heat transfer coefficient, that is average heat transfer coefficient H bar, and heat transfer rate after incorporating McAdams correction. So heat transfer rate Q is equal to HA delta T. HA into T saturation and TS. That but here what is McAdams 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 correction means after calculating heat transfer you have to add 20% more because for condensation of vapors, so more heat is required for condensing leverage, more heat will be liberated. That's why 20% more heat it will be taken. That is known as McAdams correction. McAdams correction. Okay, don't worry about that one. So here vertical plate, condensation of steam on a vertical plate. Condensation of steam on a vertical plate. So whenever the steam condenses on a vertical plate, how to calculate boundary thickness delta, how to calculate local heat transfer coefficient, how to calculate average heat transfer coefficient, formula has been given in the last class yesterday. So here a vertical cooling fin approximating a flat plate, that is vertical plate only. What is the height of the plate? 40 centimeters. Length or height of the plate? 40 centimeters. And to a saturation temperature, 100 degrees centigrade. So latent heat of condensation at 100 degrees centigrade, saturation temperature, 2257 kilojoules per kg. The fin temperature, the surface temperature fin, the fin is maintained at temperature of 90 degrees centigrade. Surface temperature fin, 90 degrees centigrade. What you have to calculate? Thickness of the film at the bottom of the fin at x is equal to L. So x is equal to L, that is at the bottom. For total length L, for total height H, total length L, that is you have to calculate the thickness, that is boundary thickness. Overall heat transfer coefficient, average heat transfer coefficient H bar, and heat transfer rate in the condensation. For this, the relevant fluid properties, yet this 100 plus 90, that is 190 divided by 2 at that temperature, density of the liquid royal 965.3 kg per meter cube. Thermal conductivity liquid 0.68 watt per meter Kelvin. And density, dynamic viscosity of the liquid 3.15 10 power minus 4 Newton second per meter square. So use relations delta x. First bit thickness of the film at the bottom. That is x is equal to L. Delta x value how to calculate 4k mu into T saturation Ts into x divided by G into HFG into rho L minus rho V into whole to the power 1 by 4. Boundary thickness. In the last class I given yesterday. And next, how do we calculate second bit overall transfer H bar? 4/3 of the Hx. Or otherwise 4/3 K by delta. Because here you are calculating delta. That's why directly you can calculate H bar 4/3 times K by delta. So use that relations and you can calculate the required values. So here first bit, what you have to calculate first bit? Thickness of the film at the bottom of the fin. That is delta x is equal to L. Thickness of the at the bottom of the fin. That is x is equal to L. That's why here delta L. How do you calculate boundary thickness delta L? With the square the 4k into mu into T saturation and Ts into x divided by G into HFG into rho L minus rho V whole to the power 1 by 4. Whole to the power 1 by 4. So 4 into, so K value, here K 0.68. So 0.68, mu value, here mu 3.153 into 10 power minus 4, 3.153 into 10 power minus 4 into T saturation, that is 100 degrees centigrade, 100 degrees centigrade. Surface temperature, here, the fin is maintained at temperature 90 degrees centigrade. The surface temperature 90 into X value, at what the length X is equal to L is equal to 40 centimeters here. 40 centimeters. At the bottom of the fin is at X is equal to L. Here X value 40 centimeters. But you have to calculate the thickness of the film at the bottom of the film, that is x is equal to L. That's why delta L. So x value or x is equal to L is equal to 0.4 meters. 40 centimeters are 0.4 meters. Divided by G value 9.81 into HFG 2257. Here HFG. So 2257 kilojoules. but you have to convert into joules. 2257 into 10 cube into rho L minus rho V. Rho L into rho L minus rho V. So rho V is very small when compared to rho L. That's why you can neglect rho V. That's rho L into rho L square. Rho L into rho L square. What is rho L value here? 965.3. Density of the liquid. Rho L means density of the liquid. That's why 965.3 whole square. Whole to the power 1 by 4. If you calculate this one, then you are getting the thickness of the film at the bottom of the fin is equal to 0.1136 mm. Next, overall heat transfer equal to h bar. How do you calculate h bar? Is 4 by 3 times of hx, or otherwise 4 by 3 times of k by delta. 4 by 3 times of k by delta. Yesterday given this formula. H bar is equal to 4 by 3 times of k by delta. So whenever x is equal to L, that is KL by delta L. Whenever x is equal to L, that is k by delta becomes KL by delta L. That is equal to 4 by 3 times of KL value, thermal conductivity liquid, 0. Here, K. Thermal conductivity liquid 0.68. That's why 4 by 3 times into 0.68 divided by delta L, 0.1136 mm. Here you get mm, but you have to convert it into meters. Then that becomes 0.000136. If you substitute in this, then you are getting the overall heat transfer coefficient or average heat transfer coefficient H bar 7981 point some 22 watt per meter square Kelvin. Now heat transfer rate. General formula for heat transfer rate in the convection concept or in the condensation, Q is equal to H into area into temperature difference. That is T saturation minus Ts. Q is equal to H into H bar into area, surface area into T saturation minus Ts. That is H bar value 7981 point some value 22 into surface area of the plate, vertical plate. So what is the height of the plate or length of the plate? 0.4 meters. What is the width of the plate? That is not given for unit width. If nothing is mentioned in the problem, you have to take the unit value. So unit width 0.4 into 1. Unit width 1 meter B. And this L value, height or length of the plate 0.4 meters into T saturation 100 degrees centigrade minus surface temperature of the plate 90. That is the heat transfer rate for the condensation. But what is McAdams? McAdams, here he has given McAdams. Incorporating McAdams correction. Heat transfer rate you have to calculate. Incorporating McAdams correction. Nothing is there in that. Only you have to take 20% higher than the actual heat transfer rate. 20% higher than the actual heat transfers. So this is the actual heat transfer. What is the actual heat transfer rate? So H bar into area, surface area into T saturation minus T surface. Then for that, after getting that value, that is 7981 into 0.4 into 1 into 100 minus 90, what you are getting that value to be multiplied with 1.2 times. That is according to McAdams correction. More heat should be liberated to convert vapor steam into liquid. More heat is required to liberate, or more heat of condensation required. That's why. So actually, this is the heat transfer rate. So McAdams correction, if you can incorporate McAdams correction, 20% higher heat transfer to be higher heat transfer rate to be calculated. So 20% higher means actual this is heat transfer. 20% higher means 1.2 times. 1.2 times. One time this one. 20% higher, 20% higher, 1.2 times. You have to multiply this with 1.2. Then you are getting the heat transfer rate by incorporating McAdams correction 38,309.8 watt per meter width of the vertical plate. Okay, na? Like that. You can easily calculate. Problems are very easy. Only thing is you have to derive the equations and you have to take the alpha of the equations. Sometimes these equations are to be taken from the heat transfer data book also. So practice thoroughly so that in such a way that if you forget the formula, you can note down the formula from the data book. That is very, very important point here. Now, next third problem. All of you listen very carefully and follow these steps. Vertical flat plate in the form of fin is 600 meters minimum height of the this vertical flat plate 600 mm. Sorry, see fin is 600 mm in height and exposed to steam at atmospheric pressure. This vertical flat plate in the form of fin is height of, or length of the fin or length of the flat plate, vertical plate 600 mm and exposed to atmospheric pressure, that is exposed to atmospheric pressure. So that is saturation temperature 100 degrees centigrade. If the surface of the plate is maintained at 60 degrees centigrade, TS 60 degrees centigrade, calculate the following. So what you have to calculate? Film thickness at the trailing edge of the film. That is, you have to calculate the film thickness means boundary thickness, delta. At the trailing edge of the film is at x is equal to L. At the top, leading edge. At the bottom, trailing edge. At the trailing edge of the film, that is bottom of the flat plate, vertical plate. Overall heat transfer coefficient, that is H bar. Heat transfer rate, Q. H bar into area into T saturation Ts. And fourth bit also here, condensate mass flow rate. Mass flow rate after condensation, that is condensate mass flow rate. What is the mass that is condensed? So these are the four parameters that you are supposed to calculate. Assume laminar flow conditions and unit width of the plate. Width of the plate is 1 meter. Okay, na? Here, length of the plate or height given as 600 mm, 0.6 meters. Surface temperature, what is surface temperature given? 60 degrees centigrade. TS. TS, 60 degrees centigrade. The properties of vapor, properties of steam vapor at atmospheric pressure, that is 100 degrees centigrade. T saturation 100 degrees centigrade. H of G 2257, 2257, 2257 kilojoules per kg. Density of vapor 0.59. So this is very small when compared to rho L. Rho L 971.8. So rho V 0.59. So you can neglect or you can take into consideration. The properties of saturation vapor at mean film temperature, T film, TF for film temperature, mean value 100 plus 60, here 100 degrees centigrade, surface temperature 60. So 100 plus 60 divided by 2, 80 degrees centigrade. So density of the liquid 971.8 kilojoules per, 971.8 kg per meter cube. Thermal conductivity of the liquid 67.413 in 10 power minus 2 watt per meter Kelvin. And dynamic viscosity mu 355.3 in 10 power minus 6 Newton second per meter square. 355.3 in 10 power minus 6 Newton second per meter square. Okay, na? Now, so you have to take the saturation temperature at atmosphere 100 degrees centigrade. HFG also at 100 degrees centigrade, 2257. So density of vapor also at 100 degrees centigrade. That is because at 100 degrees centigrade vapor. Here, saturation temperature once becomes vapor to liquid. That's why you have to take the Temperature, average temperature. This is rho L. While taking rho L, thermal conductivity of the liquid, dynamic viscosity, you are supposed to take at 80 degrees centigrade. And other remaining saturation 100 degrees centigrade. HFG to be taken at 100 degrees centigrade. Next, the film thickness, that is boundary thickness at the trailing edge of the plate, that is delta. Trailing edge, trailing edge of the plate, that is x is equal to L. So delta, boundary thickness or film thickness, delta, boundary thickness or film thickness at x is equal to L. Here, height of the plate or length of the plate, 0.6 meters. So delta at x is equal to L is equal to 0.6 meters. Delta is equal to 4K into mu into T saturation Ts into x divided by rho L into rho L minus rho V into G into HFG whole to the power 1 by 4. Therefore, delta at x is equal to L, that delta L is equal to 4 into K, thermal conductivity of the liquid, 67.413, 10 power minus 2 into mu, 355.3 into 10 power 6 into T saturation, 100 minus T surface, 60 into x value 0.6. That is x is equal to L is equal to 0.6. That's why you have to carry film thickness at trailing edge of the plate. X is equal to L, 0.6 divided by density of the liquid, 971.8 into rho L, 971.8 minus rho V, density of vapor, 0.596. When compared to 971.8, 0.5 is very small. You can neglect this one. That's why in the real problem, you take rho L into rho L square. You can directly take rho L square also by neglecting this rho V. Otherwise, you substitute very small value into G 9.81 into HFG 2257 kilojoules per kg Kelvin or kilojoules per kg. But kilojoules, you are converted to joules, 2257 into 1000. Then if you calculate this one, whole to the power 1 by 4. If you calculate this one, delta L is equal to 1.82 into 10 power minus 4 meters. 1.82 into 10 power minus 4 meters. That is equal to 0.182 mm. Then second bit, overall heat transfer coefficient. How do you calculate overall heat transfer coefficient? That is H bar, average heat transfer H bar. H bar is equal to 4 by 3 times of Hx. Or here x is equal to L. That's why 4 by 3 times of HL. Then 4 by 3 times of HL is equal to KL by delta L. General formula K by delta. Hx is equal to HL is equal to Hx is equal to Kx by delta X. HL is equal to KL by delta L. So our general 4 by 3 times of K by delta. That's equal to 4 by 3 times K value. That is what is the K value? 67.413 into 10 power minus 2 divided by 4 by 3 into K value. 67.413 into 10 power minus 2 divided by, so delta value 1.82 into 10 power minus 4 meters. You have to substitute meter in meters only. 1.82 into 10 power minus 4. Then you are getting the average heat transfer coefficient or overall heat transfer coefficient 4938.68 watt per meter square Kelvin. So using McAdams correction, 20% higher than the Nusselt heat transfer rate and then the Nusselt result. So using McAdams correction, which is 20% higher than the Nusselt result, because Nusselt theory of condensation initially developed by Nusselt. That's why Nusselt theory of condensation. He has given the H bar is equal to Q. So using McAdams correction, which is 20% higher than Nusselt's result, so H bar is equal to 1.2 into 20% higher than the H bar into surface area into that, okay. For directly can h bar, first calculate h bar. So 1.2 times of this, that is 1.2 times of h bar. H bar value 4938.68. Then h bar by using McAdams correction 5926.4. Or otherwise, you can directly take this 1.2 in the heat transfer calculation. So heat transfer rate in the condensation, how to calculate from Nusselt's theory, that h bar into AS into T saturation by TS. But according to McAdams theory, 1.2 times of this one, 1.2 times 1.2 into h bar into AS into T saturation by TS. But already we have calculated h bar by using 1.2 times. That's why directly you can use the h bar value, because already you calculate h bar of 1.2 times. That's why h bar into A surface area. So length of the plate or height of the plate into width of the plate B into T saturation and TS. T surface. H bar 5926.4 into L 0.6 into 1 into T saturation 100, surface temperature 60. Then heat transfer rate 1,42,233.6 watts. Okay, na clear? Here, in the earlier problem, we have calculated 1.2 into h bar into surface area and T saturation minus Ts. But here, before calculation heat transfer rate, we have calculated h bar with McAdams correction, 1.2 times of h bar. The 1.2 into 4938.68. That's why h bar directly by applying the McAdams correction, h bar value 5926.4. That's why while calculating heat transfer rate, you can calculate directly h bar. So yes, 5926.4. That's why h bar into B into L into heat transfer rate by applying McAdams correction to the Nusselt's theory. The h bar into, that is 1.2 times of h bar, that is h bar already calculated. So B into L into T saturation Ts. So h bar value 1.2 times of Nusselt's, that is by applying the McAdams correction. H bar value 5926.4 into length of the plate or height of the plate 0.6 meters per unit width. Here you have to calculate the heat transfer per unit width. B 1 meter into T saturation 100 minus T surface 60. So Q 1,42,233.6 watts. 1,42,233.6 watts. The condensate mass flow rate. How do you calculate condensate mass flow rate? Condensate mass flow rate is equal to, how do you calculate? You know the heat transfer rate, how much heat that is liberated for condensation of steam into water. 1,42,233.6 watts. That much of heat is required. But for unit 1 kg of vapor to be condensed, how much heat is required? 2,257 kilojoules. But for mass condensation of mass of M, how much HFG is required? You have to multiply with HFG. M into HFG is equal to heat transfer rate Q. M into HFG is equal to heat transfer rate Q. From that condensate, where M is the condensate mass flow rate, where M is the condensate mass flow rate or mass of the condensation liquid, that is M. So that is M into HFG is equal to heat transfer rate Q. Why I have given? So for 1 kg of mass, so heat liberated HFG. For total mass, how much heat required? M into HFG. That's why M into HFG is equal to heat transfer rate, total heat transfer rate Q. From this formula, you can calculate M value, mass flow rate value, condensate mass flow rate. So M is equal to Q by capital Q by H of G. So capital Q already calculated by applying the McAdams correction. 1,42,233.6 divided by H of G. H of G kilojoules, 2257 kilojoules. In joules, 2257 into 1000. If you divide with this Q with this value, then you are getting mass of the vapor condensed or mass of the liquid condensed. Mass flow rate of the condensate, that is 0.063 kg per second. 0.063 kg per second. You convert into kg per hour, 226.8 kg per hour. 226.8 kg per hour. You multiply 3600. This one, 0.063 into 3600. Then you are getting the 226.8 kg per hour. Like that, these are some of the problems. So we have discussed under this condensation heat transfer. So condensate mass flow rate. So like that you can calculate. So with this I am closing 50th unit. One more unit that is left, that is radiation. That is also we can take if you all are interested. I'll take all the time available, depend upon time available, because you are. So we'll see, depend upon the CRT class completion. After that, we'll take the radiation topic, or otherwise we'll depend upon the laser time. We will complete that radiation also. So all of you tell me the time, then I'll take the classes at that time for the 60th unit. So 50th unit completed. So only left over 60th unit. So that you tell me the time, I will take the classes, online classes. All of you discuss. If you require, I will tell the 6th unit also. That's all for today. Any doubt? Any doubt?